in the UK presently is overly traumatizing. Yes, to most people on certain visas. Students not exempted. Talk more of those currently on health and care worker visa. Those ones are not even sure if they would have the opportunity to renew their visas once it has expired because of the new immigration changes and a whole lot of that. Currently on my inbox here, I have a request by an international student in the UK who is as much worried as most students here, including non-students. I pray for everyone. This system wouldn't ever give us BP that we never had before we moved down to this country. Alright, thank you once again for clicking to watch this content today. My name is Chinyere Ojike. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, turn the notification bell icon on so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And do not forget to forward me your story via my social media handles. Yes, at chispace1 on Instagram and via my email chispace45@gmail.com. You can also contact me via TikTok. Alright, this story is from, sorry, I almost said his name. Okay, hello Chi, please can you share on your platform? I need honest opinions. I relocated to the UK in January this year as an international student, and I can tell you honestly, I'm not okay. I could feel that even though he wasn't narrating this to me directly. Aside finance, the loneliness is overwhelming, that is for true. I have been depressed so many times, nobody to talk to. Even my flatmates, I hardly see them because everyone is busy. I just go to work and come back. Even at work, nobody to talk to because I work alone there. Another scenario is this: when you work with mostly all white people and you are the only black person among them, have you noticed the level of loneliness and you trying to watch your words, what to say to them, what not to say? And you see them talking among themselves, and you'll be the only one isolated. Let me know if you have felt such isolation in your workplace than in the UK. It is so overwhelming, and it looks like I am walking on eggshell because there is too many rules and regulations. Of course, there are too many rules and regulations to follow. Previously on my channel, I was making videos about some of these things on my channel, how to settle down in the UK and the whole lot. But the rules, they keep changing and changing. I couldn't keep up with that because by the time you finish making one video tomorrow, they would wake up tomorrow and change that particular rules you have talked about. You became biased. I don't know how Tochi Esther has been consistent with all of this. I got overwhelmed and fed up with talking about UK's immigration system. I also have anxiety over the UK constantly changing their laws. I cannot even make plans for my future because things change before you know it. I wasn't really suffering in Nigeria. I was comfortable. I just wanted more for myself. But it looks like the UK is not promising. It's more like modern day slavery here. Absolutely, that is what it is. That is what it is. Because you check your standard back home, on coming here, you are starting on the job that even if they dash you those jobs back home, you're not going to say yes to that. Because if you're a graduate back home, all of us are constantly looking for white collar job. But on coming here, you see our people with masters and blah blah blah, doing cleaning, care, and a whole lot. But hence it is what put food in their pockets. Yeah, we have to do that to survive in a foreign country. The bills are too much. I'm practically looking like a mad person because of cold weather. My brother, go and buy all this winter coat to go to charity shop. Though you have been here since January, which is approximately 11 months, you must have been used to this. But even if not, please go to a charity shop and buy yourself winter jacket if you cannot afford to buy new ones. Though some shops, they do sales, but not at the moment because winter is currently at its peaks. Yeah. But charity shop, you can get something very much affordable. Please protect yourself from cold and get yourself small heater. Yes, if you cannot afford to be putting on the big one in the house, like this one by my side here, you know, get a smaller size of it. Okay. I have suffered panic attacks so many times, gosh. I'm beginning to think about going back to Nigeria because I can't see a future for myself here. My brother, there could be a future for you in this country. Just be coming down first. All of us went through all of these things. But let me read on. But the insecurity in Nigeria and the fact that I sold everything to move here is one thing that is stopping me. The UK is just too overwhelming. Honestly, I don't know how others are doing it, but I'm not okay here. A whole lot of people are not okay in the UK. They have had similar thoughts of going back home. You know, there is no joy at all in the UK. Everyone looks so unhappy. We don't even know the next announcement the government will make. Exactly. I don't know how long I can keep up. Even the job I'm doing as a healthcare assistant, I'm not enjoying it. I don't like my job, but because of bills and to survive, I'm just doing it. Even though the money is never enough, they cut tax. I'm left with just money to pay rent and bills. I'm tired. I need honest opinion. Should I go back to Nigeria? I will be glad if you can share. Thank you, Chi. Hey guys, money is never enough on earth. You know, I can feel your thoughts, your concerns, especially staying here on a study visa. Yes, I went further to write this young man and say, please, what kind of study visa do you have? Is it like research or normal regular masters? He said regular masters. I think it's 1 year program or thereabout he mentioned in this email. So it's absolutely overwhelming, not to you alone, but you must understand, if you are single and hustling this alone, you are better off, because if you have family in Nigeria, this is why it becomes more disturbing, because back home they are expecting a lot from you, your wife or children. But if you are still single and you are here, my brother, you will overcome. And for the fact that you are here on a legit visa, study visa, you know, at the end of your program, normally a whole lot of students and their families here, they would not even like to apply for that post-study work visa, because post-study work visa for one person is 3,000 plus. Correct me, please. Yes, 3,000 plus per person. And for a family of 3, 4, 5, guess how much it would be? So a whole lot of people don't like getting that post-study thing. Instead, they would look for a sponsorship job. And I know where it hits you bad, because the commonest of all the sponsorship job that people get soon after their graduation is this care work. It comes very easily with your uwomida these days. Unfortunately, with this their new announcement they just made, I think on the 25th of November this very month, it becomes so tough. Even people currently on this health and care work visas, they don't even know their left and right. They cannot say their fate, assuming that you've been on this health and care worker visa in the last 3 years, because the proposed rule is particularly for those who moved to the UK after the Brexit. That's from 2021 up to this day. So assuming you are here on a health and skilled workers visa, you have been here in the last 3 years, so it's remaining just 2 years for you to get your indefinite leave to remain. Boom, after that 2 years, you don't even know if you're able to renew or not, because they've just said something that is shocking, that one has ended, and all of these things will be taking effect, I think, from 5th of April 2026. You know, so people are not sleeping again. People are having panic attacks regarding all of these things. But please, young man, I almost said your name. You know, what I'm saying here is this: if you are single, you are in this country, you please don't give yourself BP. I know it can be so challenging staying and working in a job that you do not like. Yes, since the law has changed for this care workers visa of a thing. I know you are no longer looking forward to that. I am not sure of the course you are currently studying, because you didn't mention that. If not, I would have given a different kind of advice depending on what kind of course you are studying. But that notwithstanding, as a single person, in quotes, honestly, you stand a better chance or chances of surviving abroad than a family. Finish your program first. Normally, when you finish your program, if your visa is 1 year visa, you have about 3 to 4 months to remain in the UK. I know it's challenging, because the advice I'm about to give is for you to like consider a different country altogether. But it is a difficult one, because I know you are currently paying your school fee, which you pay by installment. Therefore, you have not even finished paying that one, talk of moving to a different country. Now, what if you stay and endure, keep up with the care work you are doing while you are studying, finish it, save money for your post-grad. From 2 years, they cut that down to 18 months, no longer 24 months. So within that 18 months, you should be able to yes, by then you are done with your school. Your brain has calmed down with academic stress, sorted, And if you can consider doing all this security job, if you are fit enough, I know you said you were comfortable back home, but yeah, it appears you are suffering. I don't know if you'll be able to do all this security job. Please, others in the comment section can suggest what other aspect of jobs our brother can take up. So you might consider getting a warehouse job as well if you are fit enough. Security job, it's entirely different from the kind of security job we do back home. I have seen all these security workers, some work in the city centers, but working around, you must be fit in all of these shops. Yes, you can also consider working with all these supermarkets, Tesco. In my former place, I used to see one student that has been working with Asda for ages. She was doing 20 hours with Asda. She has been there for like 2 years now. I think she's not doing it full time after her program, but I doubt they provide sponsorship, and she just sits down there. You know what people do? Tell attendants, customers, yes. I think that might not be that stressful for you to do. You can consider that. Some security people, they also work, they sit down and monitor the computer, but you might sleep. Every kind of job in this country is overwhelming, but that is what will only bring the money, if you don't like it. And you can also consider support work. It's entirely different from the care in all these old people's home, in care homes where you look after old people, you get to change hands-on care, that is what it's called. So support is entirely different. You might not get to do much. Some of them are independent, they just want somebody to come spend time with them, chat with them and all of that. You might consider that, but sometimes they require you to take them out, you and them go to town, have a drink and all of that. So look into that aspect and endure this. It is a process. Every one of us go through these processes. As a student in this country, my first job was warehouse packaging in the code. Packaging in the code. I can remember vividly. I was paid £5 plus. That was the minimum wage as at that time in 2011. And then I proceeded to care. Working in different hospitals. Working in a hospital as a healthcare assistant is also better in a way, though. In the hospital you have to be on your feet all through, walking round and round and round. You go there, you go there. I don't know which one is better, to be honest, but just endure, finish your program, save up money and apply for your postgraduate work visa, that 18 months thing. Within that 18 months, if you have a full-time work, yes, definitely you would find a full-time job, whether as security or whatever. Hustle it, my brother. Before that, let's say 15 months, 3 months to the duration of that to finish 18 months, you must have saved up tangible amount of money and focus on a different plan. You can consider moving to Canada, because people who are already in abroad, especially in the UK, they can easily migrate to different countries from here rather than people who are back home. Yes, I remember a family that moved from here. She came in as a student, master's degree, family of 7 or thereabouts. But once they changed this dialogue, not this current one, they changed it. The first time that they changed it, that even if you get a sponsorship job, which is this health and care workers visa. If you get it, that your dependents are not allowed to switch with you. That was when that lady moved. It should be last year or last 2 years. She just packaged her children. She got a job in Canada. Yes. And I think it's a care work as well. She moved her family. She told me that it's been peaceful. She opens her door and look at, she sees people that look like her, no trouble. She feels as if she's in Nigeria. So you staying here, it's keep building that experience in care as well. I must advise. I know you don't like care work. You can build in different fields depending on what you are doing, and you can also leverage on all of these, having an online store on eBay, Amazon, if you can afford Amazon, creating ebooks, go into digital marketing. You do all of this in the comfort of your home. Yes, without paying anyone. Something you can be putting up online to be making money. Thank God you have Wi-Fi, you have access to your laptop and everything. It's not like back home, steady power connection. Do something online that will be fetching you money. Why you go and do that care work 20 hours in a week? So think about it. Think about it. If you have an advice to give to this our brother, please leave that in the comment section. But I think I've said it all. Consider something you'll be doing that will be earning you money online when you are studying. I know of another person. She is in Bolton. She's a student on a 1-year visa, but she has opened her shop on eBay. She was screaming on social media days ago how she has been selling on eBay. 1-year visa, a student. She just opened that. She even has her social media. She has her TikTok. She has her Facebook where she's been doing lifestyle on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. But recently, less than 3 weeks, she created that online store on eBay. Money don't they come. She don't they sell market. So all of these things are other ways we can help ourselves. Don't keep thinking and worrying about all of these things. It doesn't add up. To be honest, it's capable of deteriorating one's health in this particular place. No romance, no emotion, a single person. I think even when you have a family here, it could be worse because you are thinking for them, you are thinking about yourself. So please, these are just my 2 cents on this. Yes, focus on what to achieve more and move on. Our country is not safe for now. Even if you will go back, it's not in this state where you have sold most of the things you had, like you stated, and you left. Going back now is not the best. Leaving your program is not the best. Just finish it. I would love to know what course you are currently studying. Complete that, get that certificate. You never can tell when an opportunity would come that you would use it. If it is anything in health, remember, health courses, they sell a lot in the Western country. Okay, I wish you all the best. I wish you keep your head up and keep pushing. All right, so thank you once again for watching. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, and drop your story for me at cheesespace1 on Instagram and cheesespace45 at gmail.com. Thank you and have a beautiful new week. Bye for now.